Well, today we're going to do a little bit of I guess, a teaser reaction. It's not even really much of a teaser trailer, but it's more of a teaser for the new James Gunn Superman. James Gunn. What? Yeah. So we're gonna do a little bit of reaction to this. Obviously, most of us have already seen it, but I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on it. And yeah, let's just go straight into it. And oh my gosh, this is one of the stupidest things ever. It's taking forever to get to anything whatsoever. Can Superman even have the wind knocked out of him? Is that how his lungs work? I could be wrong about that. Someone can always correct me. But I mean, I guess it's decent. We can see that like something huge has been happening and he finally whistles for his dog. Well, if he's almost at the point of death, why was his dog not there fighting? Since it's obviously they're putting him in the story, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But then, of course, the dog is a fucking retard, apparently. The dog's a freaking idiot. And this is what makes everyone on the planet, and it really pisses me off, just go, oh, doggo. Yeah, sure, fine. Well, the CGI dog looks like crap. It's clearly a James Gunn type of humor thing. And I've heard somebody say that it's a self insert from James Gunn, actual dog, that would always kind of do that and always try to harm him. Great. Why are we having Crypto do it? Whenever you're showing this stuff and you're expecting people to actually be interested in the new Superman, obviously, everyone's on pins and needles and they're going to be very harsh with their criticism. Why would you do that? Why would you choose to change that in the very first teaser? And then we have to get into the robots. Yeah, in the exact same scene. I thought they said they were going to take this more seriously, not the James Gunn humor everywhere. Well, in the very next scene, one of the robots has more James Gunn humor. Oh my gosh, he looked at me. Simp. Simp. Overall, I really feel like this looks absolutely retarded. I had a little bit of hope because that was the first thing, the images that came out, and it was like hope and change. There is no longer any hope, at least for me. Obviously, I will still see the movie, but I don't like this whatsoever. This puts me off completely. I'm over and done with it on any kind of hype. But let's go see what other people are saying, shall we? James Gunn, new Superman footage divides the internet. Superman doesn't whine. Yeah, basically, we're going to get into a little bit of comments and footage of DC Studios' highly anticipated revival. Well, it was highly anticipated. I think a lot of that is dwindling. Now, because you're adding the dog in there in one of the first scenes of the movie, and that's the thing that you're, shopping out to everyone. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people who like cute doggo. That's just how human beings are. Something makes their brains completely switch off and only pay attention to the dog doing cute, goofy dog things rather than the story that should be taking place in a very serious universe and a very serious character. The film from who? James Gunn. He's also the head. Yeah, he's doing this. A lot of people have said that he knew what he was doing. I'll just go straight down to that one, actually. James Gunn gets it, they said. He won't make it a stupid comedy, they said. They said he understood the assignment. That was the worst Superman clip I've ever seen. It's an utter joke, and it's all about crypto. Now, granted, there's a possibility that crypto is only there in the beginning and the end. There's a possibility that it's only like that. So that's where they're showing you this is how the movie starts. And then he'll come back to help Superman save the day at the end of that. That's kind of where more along the lines of where I'm leaning, because they have so many characters to introduce and all the other footage does not have crypto anywhere in it. It's only that one scene. So in order to hide it that well, if crypto is actually around throughout the whole movie, I don't think they're actually doing it that way. Now, going into the online reaction, just some of the comments that people have made, is they say that the online reaction has been pretty strong, and apparently it comes down to two things. Do you want a Superman who's more impervious and godlike, or one that's more human and vulnerable? Why can't we have both at the same time? I mean, we have that in the comics. Why can't we have both? And it's not That's also disingenuous to break it down that much. Do you want a Superman movie that takes itself quite seriously or one that's more comedic? We want a serious one. We want hope. We want the character to be done justice and not just have silly ass, goofy ass shit thrown in there that completely breaks the tension of any moment. You do realize how powerful Superman is, right? What he means to the entire DC universe, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we just had like the Christopher Reeve documentary come out. So people are like, oh, someone else is going to take on this mantle. Can it live up to him? And like the story of his triumph being a real Superman. I think a lot of people do want it seriously. Did Zack Snyder do a great job with it? I actually kind of like Man of Steel. I don't like Superman Returns, but like it's been passable. It hasn't been great, but it has been passable in my own opinion. But I definitely don't want to see slapstick comedy. And that's exactly what James Gunn's going to give you. Now, maybe it'll be like a one little quick gag and everything like that. But if it takes away from the moment, which is obviously it's taking away from that moment right there, I'm not down for it. And before I end this one out, because this is going to be a short one today, they just got home from CinemaCon, where they actually had the three main stars along with James Gunn and along with the co-chief of DC Studios. They came out to CinemaCon, gave people a sneak peek, a longer sneak peek, and he said on stage, which was about a 30-minute production, I cannot wait to share the film with all you guys and the rest of the world. We're still in the throes of post-production. Well, it actually has come out that they're doing reshoots still. Now, it will not affect the release date. They're still dead set on that. But yeah, they're still in post-production with it. We have heard people talk about how they have seen screenings where everything is still unfinished, but they're also still reshooting some things, which is kind of strange. But maybe they're just judging audience reaction on this. That's why they put the dog in there. They put the dog in there to kind of garner a little more interest, because a discerning eye, which is subjective, I understand like that, but it doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Does it do it for you? Does it get you up? Not me. This is Malty from Mouth of Malty. Y'all have a great day. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.